Don't blink, it's your boy Ink, welcome to the show. Because doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this, um, on this 14 September 25. We just took a 20 minutes break because your boy, like a dumbass, didn't check the battery of Resistance Reborn, and it died. So we're still doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine, however, instead of part 2 is part 3. So, without further ado, let's go in. We're still at the same plot. I'm a bit annoyed because, again, it took us 20 minutes. We didn't close the computer, so there's 28% left for three episodes. So this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. So we're back with the Boyle's father, and this is super cool because Gina goes in, and Gina is the one that really help out the father of Charles, which is her blessing. She's basically she was against it, but now she's for it, and it took it took her it took Gina to really like you, to really help the father of Charles to get into the mood. And it's a cool thing because she says, you know who doesn't do nothing? She says, I don't know the name of the father, but she said to the father, and I think it's Lynn. I think his father is Lynn Lanetti. Lynn Lanetti. Okay. Yeah, his name is Linetti now, because I think the name of the mom. And she said, you know who doesn't do anything? Cowards. And Rosa realized that Gina is right. It's just is why she tell Marcus that she loves him. Terry and Old are practicing the speech. Now this is kind of cool because Old is in a position where he has to be a bit more how can I say that? He has to be a bit more emotional. So this is really cool. And he, Terry's the one that really helps him out. He asks, "Oh, tell me about your wedding." And his wedding is very bad because again, they did it very efficiently, not very lovingly. So they go in. Old has a speech prepared, so he goes in, and at the end, what happened is he looks like Kevin, and he does a speech, which is super nice because you see Kevin and he says what he would have liked the priest to say at his wedding. So a very good moment for Otis and Kevin, and that's super cool. That is super cool. And then Kevin asked Old to be to remarry. Marcus tells Rosa like, hey, and this is really cool because Marcus is like, yo, you didn't even invite me to the wedding, and he's starting to get tired of Rosa. I'm not gonna say bullshit, but let's call it antics. And why is that cool? It's because Rosa realized, but she tells him, I love you, and Marcus says, I love you back. So super emotional moment. See, now we have 17%, which is kind of shitty. Okay, let's go. Episode number 18. Super cold opening. Basically what happened is Charles has grown a goatee, right? And people are trying to ignore the goatee, but Charles keeps on putting the goatee, and then Old puts a trap on Charles and tell him to come over. So when Charles come over, what does Alt do? And this is the craziest, coolest thing ever. Alt tells Jake and Terry to Old Boyle, and what they do is, and this is a really cool moment. What they do is they Old Boyle down, so they cut the goatee. Why is that a cool moment? Because Jake in a later season is gonna go undercover, and when he goes undercover, he has icy tips, which is blonde hair on brown, and the same thing to him. So this is really cool, and that's much a cool opening. Old has a. This is super cool, Captain Peralta, and this is the weird thing because you see the title, you say, okay, Captain Peralta. This is about Jake becoming captain. No, it's about his father. His father, who is a bit of an asshole, if I say so myself. When I'm charging the phone, so you're gonna come closer to me, which is something that I know that you love, right? Where I'm gonna be taking the, of course, we'll be taking the tripod, which I'm gonna be putting here. All right, a bit further. See, 9%. I don't know why now it's the battery is draining super fast. What I do know is fuck you because I'm trying to work and you don't allow me to work. I understand. Give me a sec. for some reason, 8%. Okay, for some reason, this nice. Cool. There you go. You're charging. Good. For some reason, one of the wire doesn't work with the phone. Now the question is, will the phone survive or will it die? And the answer is, I don't know. So now we're a bit too close. So what I'm gonna do, I cannot zoom out. So I'm gonna take the battery, put it a bit towards here. This is way too far. Okay, nothing we can't take care of. Okay. So we're gonna move this, which is the phone, over here. I'm gonna move, oh, there you go, perfect. Don't drop your phone, bro. We're gonna move the chair here, and there you go. Is that better? That's much better. And you're gonna come here. Now, I think I'm gonna have enough battery, but not enough storage. But this sucks because I like having the background. I like having the background. It's not bad though, it's not bad. I mean, we've done much worse. Okay? Boom. Ah, yes, okay, cool. So yeah, I'll ask the question to the squad and say, hey, the prize is a Beyonce ticket. So he has them to solve a riddle, but the riddle is unsolvable, which is kind of super cool because it asks people to do it like a teamwork. And it's supposed to be a really good exercise for the team, but it doesn't work. Jake goes in and his father talks to him, and his father talks to him, and I gotta say I'm super happy because this is the second mention of Montreal. So the first mention was Rosa saying that when she's in a slump, she goes to Montreal to have a bone down, and which is kind of cool because she's cute. Rosa is, I want to say hot. I know that sometimes you guys don't like the term hot, so I'm gonna say instead cute. Okay. So with that being said, he goes in, Charles goes in, and Charles is a very good friend because he said, Dad, Jake, your dad is a piece of shit. He doesn't care about you. He never did. He's just using you to get out of a ticket. And then Jake is like, no, my father's not like that. My father's a good person. My father's a good dude. But no, Jake, Charles is right. Okay, so here we're good with batteries. Here we're really good actually. Good. So in this one, Boils is Boils is super cool. Jake's dad goes a lot from Quebec to another place. I don't remember the other place, but Quebec. Reason why Quebec medication is cheaper. A lot of people do that. So this is a cool thing. Jake.
My dad is the best pilot. Tell me that one. Okay, this one time I'm in Eugene, turn around the jump seat of the computer jet, steam off. Wait, off engine. I went right from.
Yeah, his father's kind of an asshole. I want to see a specific scene.
My dad had a problem. Right, Charles. He's that close. Hi.
What the? Oh, there you go. There you go. The two father figure that he has. This is super nice. But Oates is a better dad, and it's going to be shown in this first. Good news, this is charging perfectly. So this is great news, actually. Okay. Charles is not impressed because he's know this guy's full of shit. Amy goes in, and it's Terry. Amy and Terry and Rosa and Gina. Now, this is kind of cool because I believe in Amy and Terry because they're similar. We remember the famous diet thing. But Gina and Rosa, it feels like, okay, well, these characters almost never had a scene together. Only two of them together, so kind of forcing a relationship where there's no relationship, right? I thought it was kind of caca, but hey. Jake's father goes in. And this is a super cool moment. Super cool moment. Because they have this really nice dinner of sausage, which is a recommendation from Boyle. However, at the end, you see that Jake's father asked him to help him. So Charles was kind of right here, which is super cool.
Why came to town? I saw him because he wanted to take advantage of his son. Okay, fine.
Jake is Jake asked his friend for help. Said like, I don't know what to do here. See, there's a moment that I didn't talk about. You guys remember when Jake arrested the boss of Sophia? He had a choice between being Jake and being a cop, and he did the right choice by being a cop, right? In this case, however, it is a little bit different because it's his father. It's not a girlfriend. It's different. Um, Jake worship his father, and this is the insane thing. This is the insane thing. You can kind of tell that Alt understands where Jake is coming from, and Alt wants Jake to make the good decision. By the way, which is taking us back to season 1, episode 2, with the cop car and the penises. Sully, no, Hitchcock speak French, which is kind of cool. So they go into the plane, and this is super cool because Charlie is basically warning that Jake that his father is an asshole and shit like that. And again, this is bad because the father says, "Listen, I had a couple of medication, not medicine, of pills." But then you actually see the picture, and he has a whole bunch of pills, and you see the picture.
You guys want a 10% discount on duty-free maple syrup? Do I ever?
And I have to say, the French accent here is nailed. However, it's a little bit of a problem. You go to Quebec. Quebec has a different French accent than French people. So this is a French from Paris and a French, not French from Quebec. Look at this. Look at the picture. And super funny because Hitchcock takes a poutine, which is traditional food from Montreal, which is super good. Jake and Charles try to get information. They realize that he had an accomplice, so they put the whole case on the accomplice, which wasn't true because his father was truly a bad person. And we already have the ending. Gina is the one that's able to say, "Listen, I know your secret. I know that you cannot solve this equation, this enigma." And Olt's like, "How did you know?" And she's like, "Well, first of all, I saw your reaction. It's the same reaction of Amy being told that it wasn't solvable." So this is super cool. Energy saver is on. So this is a bit of a problem, but we should be okay. So they see that there is a they have the fingerprints on the cleaning bottle. So they basically are able to pin the crime on somebody else. However, Jake does the ultimate good thing here. Which is oh yeah. So he saved the father, and the father is there. And then they have a party, right, to say, "Hey, we're gonna celebrate your father." And Charles trying to help him because his father doesn't come. Jake realizes the father don't even show up. He's like, "We made this party for you to say, hey, you're free. You're a free man to celebrate your freedom, and you don't even care." So then Jake goes to the apartment and says, "Listen, I don't care. I know that you're not a good dad, and I know that you don't want to be a dad. Once you're gonna be ready to be a good dad, you're gonna be able to be in my life." Now there's the